Okay, right. So I'm going to look at question 93 on page 47 to discuss this question of the efficiency and the capacity. So what you need to have done, first of all, is to, well, I mean, the volume variance, as I said, is made up of two variances. It's made up of what we call an efficiency variance and what we call a capacity variance. So this first video, I'm going to talk about capacity variance. Now, like what I was saying here, let's think about, I'm just trying to get you to think about what's going on. Now, if you made more units. This question says that the budgeted overheads are 180,000 and the budgeted output was 15,000, and then you had 180,000 labor hours. So really, the FOIR is 180,000 divided by 180,000 labor hours. You know, it's £1 an hour. That's what we're sort of saying. Or you could argue that this fixed space of 180,000, we expect it to, if you like, generate, or we expect 180,000 labor hours to be generated out of this space. But you go ahead and you generate 220,000 labor hours out of this space. That's what this argument really is. It's almost trying to say, you had this capacity, you had this size of area, and you were able to generate more hours than we had planned, and you generated 40,000 more hours. Now you can see straight away that of course the only relevant costs here now that you have left to be dealing with really are these standard costs of FOIR. There's no actual, if you like, in essence, when it comes to capacity. So it's really this, it simply is just multiplying this £1, which is the FOIR, yes, times the 40,000. So you generated 40,000 pounds. I mean, this is favorable. You got more hours out of this space. That's the question. I mean, you can see it. It says you got out 15,600 units, but we're talking in hours, right? Because it's all based on, the FOIR is based on hours. So the capacity variance is about how much could you squeeze out of this. You thought you would squeeze out 180,000 hours. You squeezed out 220,000 hours. So you have 40,000, if you like, so to speak. And that's how we analyze this. Again, these videos are meant for you to kind of look at them and know why. The more you do them, you start knowing straight away what to subtract and what to multiply by. But that's how we deal with it. So this, if you like, is a favorable variance, isn't it? Because you got more out of those hours. I mean, it's favorable anyway because you made more units in that space, therefore reducing the real FOIR. That makes any sense? And that's how we do this. This is probably one of the more useful variances. How well are we using the space? Right? Okay, right. And then so this is volume. This is volume. And then let's see what's happening in terms of efficiency in the next variance. Remember, our focus is on volume in 93. See you in the next video.